Hi, everybody. Hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Because I don't have my microphone on. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, Lola Payne. Hi, R.R. Berry, Terry, Renee, Melinda, Sammy, Lucienne, T-Bird. Can everybody hear me okay? Because I don't have my my microphone. It wasn't, StreamYard wasn't picking it up for some reason. I got tired of messing with it. Cool beans. So I wanted to say hello. Hi, Sunflower, Melinda, Sally, CW, Linda, Terry, Kathleen, Susan, Arlene, Carla, Pauline, HVC, Millie. Man, okay. Oh, okay. Now it's it's going by really fast, and I can't see everybody. Okay, good. I have the news going here in case there's any breaking news. I wanted to wish everyone a happy 4th tomorrow. Please stay home. Please stay safe. We're seeing a rise in COVID cases. So please be very, very careful. Hey, big brother. Yeah, I'm watching that. Well, right now they're doing the Houston hospital with the 19 going crazy. Yes, if you do go out, please wear your masks. Please practice social distancing. Please sanitize and wash your hands. Be very, very careful out there. I know it's a holiday weekend, and you know, this is a time where people may, hey, Susan B, where people might get a little bit too comfortable with things and slip up, and we don't want any of you guys at all getting sick. So please, everybody, please be careful. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet and very kind of you. Happy birthday to Coriel. Oh, I know HVC. I'm kind of watching it. I was watching something yesterday on the news when my sister was here. Hi, Greeter. The tribe there is having a big problem. They didn't ask permission of the tribe for them to go there. Not that he would care. As unfortunate and horrible as that is to say, not that he would care, not that he would follow any of what the tribe council has to say. You have 7,500 people at Mount Rushmore not practicing social distancing or anything like that right now. This is going to be bad. The news came out today as well. I saw it on Twitter. Dang it, that's what I forgot to bring down was my phone. My phone is upstairs charging. That Herman Cain, I don't know if you guys remember him. He was one of the presidential candidates on the Republican Party, the guy that was touting the 999 tax plan. He's been hospitalized for COVID after attending the rally, I think, in Arizona. So he's in a world of trouble. Oh, is Jay Rivera here? My homie from the Bronx, my little brother from the Bronx. Is he here? Yeah, I guess he is here. I see everybody saying hi to Jay. Hey, Jay, how are you? I'm catching you this time. So yeah, he's in the hospital now. So, you know, it's as, oh, AQ's here. Hi, AQ. I see you, Jay. I see you. Hi, Charlie C, Sage of Fire. For those of you guys that are coming into the room, can you please give me a thumbs up? That helps out with the channel. Thanks very much. So I wanted to look at Herman Cain. I'm filming downstairs because there's a fan right here on me. I didn't want to be upstairs. So it was just easier to come down here and set up. And again, I'm sorry if you guys are having trouble hearing me. Can you please let me know? Because like I said, I don't have my speaker. My StreamYard wasn't picking up the speaker today for some reason. So let's see if Herman Cain's going to be okay. Will Herman Cain recover? Will Herman Cain recover? Herman Cain recover? Hey, Noel. Will Herman Cain recover? Will Herman Cain recover? Will Herman Cain recover? Yeah, it's and I saw the pictures. They had a picture of him at the rally, and he was in extremely close proximity to a bunch of people. And it's like, oh dear God, oh dear God. And some of them were elderly too. All right, let's see here. There's hope for him to recover. I got the ship. This is about his journey moving forward. The moon, which is a positive card. The stars, which is a positive card. This is talking about him traveling somewhere where there was going to be a lot of media and fame and celebrity there, but it's ending with 2 positive cards. So let's keep him in our prayers. As much as we dislike these people, we don't want to wish anything bad on them. So let's just hope that he'll be okay. I know, Jay. And he's being treated somehow, because there's no way that Herman Cain caught it. A bunch of his Secret Service people are catching it. Staff members of the administration have been catching it, and he is just perfectly fine. Like, let me ask. Why is Donald Trump not susceptible to fill in the blank? I'm not catching COVID-19. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it's talking about him going to rallies and then his health. Okay, so I got the ship as the first card. The heart is the second card. The garden is the third. The tree. And then the fox. He's journeying somewhere where he's being very passionate about something in public. This could be his rallies. My mother's doing very well. For Delilah, the facility where she's at, the assisted living facility, has been on lockdown since we got back from Europe. So they're not playing. Like, I can go visit her, but they make us sit outside, socially distanced, 6 feet. She's got her little mask on. I have to keep a mask on at all times. They test the staff every single day. So this is talking about the rallies that he's going to, also public health here, because it's followed by the tree. And then there's something suspicious going on here. It's got the heart here, and the heart, as far as health, this could quite literally be heart health. Let me see if that has something to do with blood as well. Let me check the book. Anything dealing with the heart organ and the arteries, so perhaps blood. There might be something in his blood, but it's rather suspicious, and they're probably checking him all the time for it, especially after he returns from rallies where there's a large body of people that are going against everything from the CDC. Oh, I hear you, Jay. I hear you. I just find it rather curious. I don't want to get too conspiratorial with you guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to... So the whole Russia situation, dang it. And you know what else I forgot to bring down? Was my notebook. A few days ago, I had done grand tableaus on Roger Stone. I did one on Donald Trump and William Barr. On William Barr's grand tableau, I can't see ahead. He's almost like right at the very edge. He's on the House of Mice, and then he's followed by the sun. And I didn't have time to look at him because I was kind of doing them like in between breaks at work. I just sit down, shuffle the cards, think about it, and I threw the grand tableau, jotted it down really quickly in my notes, and went back to work. So I didn't really have a lot of time. You guys want me to go run and get it? Okay, yeah, because I forgot it. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. So this is the grand tableau I did. I did this one June 29th. William Barr's right here at the very, very edge. So he's exiting the tableau. How far is the woman from him? She's far. She is far. Okay. What got me started on this was because I had done a grand tableau on Roger Stone again. Again, he's at the edge. The first one that we did, he was right about here, and it was man coffin. He was close to the edge. On this one, he has the coffin behind him. However, It's in the House of Garden. That's like a cemetery, but he's way over here. So I was looking at this and I'm like, why is he exiting the tableau? Because I see that there's really important news coming in and an offer for the government and offer for the courts, because he's got the Rider in its own house. And then he has Tower in the House of Bouquet, Bouquet in the House of Tower. So both of those are marrying each other in this grand tableau. And he's in the House of Mice, meaning he's crapping his pants about a secret that he has. I didn't see, well, he's got the cross over him, but he's got the Tower way behind him. So I was trying to figure out why he was so far to the edge and where Barr and Trump were on his grand tableau, which they're far from him. So it's almost like he can't, it's like that help is out of reach. Also, the dog in his, which would be someone that would be able to help you. Where is the dog? The dog is in the House of Snake. An important friend betrays him. So that got me to pull a grand tableau on Trump on the same day that I didn't really look at. I just followed the chain of houses and took notes. And then I did the one on William Barr. So based on this, I don't want to get into the whole entire grand tableau because it's going to take me hours. And then we just got the news that Ghislaine just got arrested, and I didn't see the media reporting it, but I did see it on Twitter that apparently he tried to go visit her in jail that day, and her lawyers declined his visit. So let's go look at that because it hasn't been confirmed by the media. Let me see. Did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did Ghislaine Maxwell, or did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did Bill Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine Maxwell in prison? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let me see if I can bring you guys down. Hold on. Let me bring you guys down. Yeah, you can see that. Hey, Peanut, I'm live. So we have the mountain, the whip, the ring. It's ending here with a positive. Yes, however, he was blocked. Blocked. Here's your sex. And then your ring. Abusive ring. But he was blocked. He did go to visit. Let me see here. Let me go back to the YouTube. Let's take a look at why he went there. Because, I mean, that seems awfully... Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Hey, thanks, Pam. That's so kind. Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine in prison? Hey, Denise. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Hey, thank you, Debbie. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to bring you guys down. They stick together, AQ. Have you tried to sage them? Or put them in salt? Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to bring you guys down. There's the double line of 5. Okay, so we have someone that's nervous and quite anxious in the administration. It's putting a burden on them. Also, a trial in the courts here that he wants to cut, or a trial in the court and then some sort of an accident, something that happens very, 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 very swiftly. It's dangerous. Okay, it's to cut off the courts here. There's a very important choice that needs to be made about the change and transfer of money. Worried about some sort of decision, also multiple areas of corruption and decay. Something very important here with the administration, something that reveals a burden, a trial punishment this way. This is an airport, and then here is money that is suddenly cut off, money that is swiftly cut. This is a rash decision, a very swift, sudden decision. We have criminality and thievery and corruption being exposed. Here is a family that changes residence, or a change of residence here domestically, or also quite possibly changing residence or properties here, changing and upgrading properties, if this is not also in regards to perhaps renovations. Money that is put on trial, something extremely important here in the courts, and the sudden, swift ending of success. I don't see anything here that's talking about he went over there to offer perhaps some sort of an agreement or an offer of any kind. We don't have the bouquet, so there's nothing here that he wanted to go give her an offer. It's looking mostly like someone in the administration is very, 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 very nervous about being put on trial and then getting cut off here, getting put in danger, also cutting off the courts. What it's looking like, let me go back over here. I don't have the whip here either, so I can't talk about he made a threat. I don't have the ring to say that he was going to get some sort of an agreement. I don't have the bouquet, which would mean that he went over there to give her an offer. What it's looking like is that someone in the administration was, guess who, little Spanky, was probably crapping their pants when they heard the news that somebody just got arrested. And also somebody that could be a flight risk, because we have the tower and the storks. That's an institution where you leave and return. So she was cut off there very swiftly, and the money was cut off very swiftly. I don't have the book either. So it's almost like because the mice knights over to the sun, which knights over to the swords. This is looking like he wanted to come in and take a peek to make sure she ain't going to open her mouth. Because it's corruption that's exposed, and then the success of the exposure is suddenly cut off. See what I'm saying? There's also several women here. The crossroads is the Queen of Diamonds. The storks is the Queen of Hearts. You got the key right after the crossroads. So this is talking about a very important choice that needs to be made. But if I'm looking at the little card inserts, it could also be several women, about 8, maybe more. And it's looking like, hold on, give me a minute here. Flight risk, and then he was worried about some sort of money being suddenly cut because there was money. Hey, T-Barb. There's money that suddenly cut off, business that suddenly cut off. You know what, you guys, let me do some charms on this. I brought my little charm thing down here too. But it's almost like her lawyers didn't let him in on the earlier reading we got that he did go, even though it hasn't been confirmed by media. But it's looking like he just wanted to go have his presence known, or let her know that he was there. Like, you shut your mouth. Don't you dare, because we'll make sure you have an accident in the institution. You know, because you had the tower and the scythe. That's an institution that gets cut off, an institution that makes a swift and sudden decision, or an institution that may have some sort of a accident. Okay, so let's take a look here at the little charms. Did you guys that ordered the charms from Karen, did you guys get them? I think some of you got them already. Let me see. Thank you, Susan B. You're so incredibly kind. Oh, okay. Did you get the mat too, T-Barb? I'm going to ask, why did he go visit Ghislaine? Why did Bar go visit Ghislaine? Oh, you only ordered the cup, AQ? Kathleen is waiting for the mat. Marjorie got the mat, but not the charms yet. Yeah, it's this whole COVID thing is like screwing everything up. I know Johnny got his charms, but he didn't get the mat. So now the mat's being reshipped. It's like, let me see. Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine? Why did William Barr go to visit Ghislaine? Okay. Alrighty. You guys help me out here. I have the camel, which is someone that is persistent. I'm not sure, Melly. I need to go back and check. I haven't even been able to keep up with emails. So if you want, just resend it to me. So it'll be at the top, because I haven't even dug into my emails yet. I've been busy with work and family and stuff. So I have the camel on the letter H. The camel is someone that is very persistent, very hardworking. It's a person, a place, or a thing with the letter H. Okay. She's got the mushroom on the letter W. The mushroom is talking about growth, but it's also talking about something that is toxic. Okay, I'll look out for it, Melly. So something that is toxic, that is a person, a place, or a thing with the letter W. We have the house and the eagle on the letter Y. On the letter Y. So the house is your family, your property, your foundation, those that support you. The eagle is someone that is like a hawk. Acute on the letter Y. And then we have the chair on the letter A. So I'm getting the letters H, W, Y, A. This is going to be a reflection of some very powerful, very strong people that she is friends with. It's going to reflect on very powerful leadership type people. I don't have anything on the letter M. I have the letters H. I have the letters H, W, Y, and A. I don't know what those are. She's got the sword on the cherries. The cherries is opportunity. It's luck. It's money. It's abundance. However, and it's also something that comes in pairs, but she has the sword on it. The sword acts like the scythe. It cuts something off, and it's very dangerous. It happens very quickly. She's got the angel on the medicine bottle. The medicine bottle has to do with your health. With her having the mushroom on the letter W, which is something that's toxic. I'm not sure if this is talking about, I'm going to have to ask about perhaps slipping or something that may be toxic in her drink, specifically because she has the mouse in the teacup. The mouse is corrosion. Oh, Weinstein. Okay, that's okay. Weinstein. She's got the mushroom on the W. It could be Weinstein. It could be William for William Barr. This person is toxic. He's got the mushroom right there. Toxic as in poison. She's got the angel on the medicine bottle, which medicine bottle could quite literally be medication that you're taking because it deals with all aspects of your physical, emotional, spiritual health. And then she's got the angel there. But that mushroom is on the letter W. That's someone that's toxic. And then going back, I was saying, I'm wondering if there's something here about perhaps ingesting something that can make her ill, is because she's got the mouse on the teacup. Now, the mice is something that corrodes, it erodes, it's sickness, it is illness, it is corruption, it is decay, something that expires. No, it ain't no angel looking after her, Kathleen. There may be angels waiting for her soon. Also on the teacup, this is talking about small groups of people or social settings, if you will. So this has the potential to reveal a lot of corruption with very powerful people here with the lion in some sort of a social circle that are very, very, very corrupt. And then she's got the hourglass on the dog. The hourglass is talking about needing to make a decision now because time is of the essence. She's got the dancer on the number 1. The dancer is parties, social gatherings, someone that's really pretty, very beautiful, younger. So we got the W. Now I need something with the letter Y, the letter A, the letter H. Those are the 3. So for the W, it could be William Barr or Weinstein. Not sure. It's probably looking like Barr. More than likely looking like Barr. Camel on the letter H. Hold on. Hold on. The camel is someone that's very, 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 very persistent, extremely persistent. It doesn't matter how long it takes, they will reach their goal. So I'm wondering if this is in reference to a woman that was at, thank you, Sandra, that is considered to be a nemesis to the current people, William Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I don't have anything on the C. I have the W and the H. One of them was being one of them is extremely, extremely, extremely the person with the letter H. No, this is not no, it's not about overseas Middle Eastern stuff. AQ. It's a person that is very persistent. It's not Hope Hicks. This is looking like William Barr, William Clinton, Hillary Clinton. And then there's I need something for the letter Y and the letter A. H. Okay, we got the H and the W. So the W could be William Barr, William Clinton. The H could be Hillary Clinton or somebody else. I need Y and A. Y and A. Alex, who's, oh, Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew. Okay, got Prince Andrew. Who knows somebody with the a letter Y? A Y. It could also be Acosta, T-Bar, because he's got the chair there. The chair is somebody that makes you take a seat and not, you know, kind of gives you a timeout. So Andrew Acosta, because it's a network of corrupt people. We have the mice on the teacup here, and the teacup is Sally Yates. Oh God, I don't know. Can you guys give me a second? You know what else I forgot to get? The little booklet and the thing. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to get this stuff. Okay, so, oh boy, let me see. Let me see here. Okay, the eagle is someone that has strength, has leadership, has is a visionary, has knowledge, skill, triumph, meticulous, and patient. Okay, so that is a descriptor of a person with the letter Y in their name. Do you guys know who that is? Sorry while I switch out my my incense here. I'm watching the Mount Rushmore right now. It's on the TV. What a damn shame. These people are all going to end up sick. Let me see. And then the teacup is it's your friendships, it's your social gatherings, it's important meetings. So important meetings with very powerful people that she's been partying with that are all corrupted. So we have Hillary, William Barr, William Clinton, Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz, and I'm missing somebody with the letter Y. I don't know who that would be. Yeah, they're all going to get sick, Lucienne, because Rushmore has been having spiking cases. And also, I was listening to something on the radio where they want to have fireworks there, even though it's they're warning against fires because of the fireworks. And he's like, no, it's not young girls. It's a person, place. No, it's not Sally Yates. It's someone that was part of that group of corrupt people. No, not Donnie Jr. It's the first letter of the first name or the first letter of their last name that starts with the Y. Yeah, I wouldn't think Yates, because Yates is was she FBI or something like that, or she wouldn't mm-mm. Okay, she was NSA. I don't know, but it's a person, a place, or a thing with the letter Y. How am I tonight, Dreamweaver? I'm doing oh, there you go, Lucienne. Yevgeny, I can't pronounce that, is a businessman and close bud with Putin. It's funny because I have no money cards here, but that could be it. I mean, it's a person, a place, or a thing with the letter Y. No, it's not Jovanovic. This was somebody that was part of that group of criminality that was like into pretty young things. Not Jovanovic. It's not Marie Jovanovic. Not Marie Jovanovic. It was a person that was involved with Epstein or funding Epstein for the parties that they were having and selling of people. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. I'll be here all night. So I don't know. I'll look at that later because I'm not going to rack my brain. Because in that earlier reading that we just did, it was the fish and the scythe. So the money, the business is suddenly cut off. Let me see. Yeah, these people are all going to get sick, man. Damn, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Yeah, Mimi, it's probably that guy. So you guys go back and find. Yeah, it's a person, a place, or a thing. However, because it had two terms on it, one of them was the eagle, Johnny. The eagle is someone that has strength, leadership, visionary, knowledge, and is skillful, and very meticulous and patient. That's a descriptor of that person. And then house. He had the house term on there too. Your home base, where you find comfort, stability, your security, your family, your freedom from worry. It's somebody that was in her home base, that gave her stability somehow. But what's funny is I didn't get any money charms there. He's called Putin's chef. He plans all the parties. Okay, Igor Yako. I can't pronounce it. Let me see. Lucienne, can you give me that name again so I can throw cards to see if that's who it was? these people about to get sick and spread 19 all over the place. You have Jenny practicing. You have Jenny Prigozhin involved with Ghislaine Maxwell. 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 Is Giovanni Prigozhin yes, something difficult, burdensome, a trial here that is important, and then there's an affair and love here. It's looking like a yes. That's one negative, two positives. It's looking like a yes. Let me ask how they were involved. How were they involved? You have Jenny Prigozhin involved. How is you have Jenny Prigozhin involved with Ghislaine? How is you have the Jenny Prigozhin involved with Ghislaine? How is you have a Jenny Prigozhin involved with Ghislaine? How is and it's funny, yesterday on the reading I did with my sister, I got ring, fish, man, storks, moon, somebody that she was in a contract with for money that got a boost in financing or a boost in their career. It's financing through a party that abuses in a home or property. Let me see. Important decisions. That person, the financing is covered up. Eventually it gets exposed in the network. Ongoing abuse and things that make people happy. Okay, let me bring you guys down. Okay, that's what I got. Important financing of the party that is abusive or the network that is abusive here at home base or in the properties. This is financial laundering here. An important network at home, an important network that's domestic, an important party or network of people that may be in the administration as well. Powerful abuser, a bully, but it has to do with this network. This network looks like it's also a front for financial laundering here. Large loads of money. This is not like the fish where it's the cash that you keep at home. This is huge loads of financing. Also powerful people, important powerful people in the community. Okay, so also like your executives, your heads of state. There's multiple directions or decisions that need to be made that are confusing or covered up as far as where the financing is coming. Several areas or several financiers or several people in positions of authority are covered up. However, that cover up gets revealed here. And then there's permanent happiness, permanent gifts, permanent, this could also be briberies. Something important is revealed about a family or an administration here or with property as well. The financing has been secured, long-term financial security this way. And this network we got the bouquet here. This is the Queen of Spades. This is usually younger females, multiple parties and multiple networks as well. This thing is going to be like a web of where it leads to these young girls. There has been a repetition of cover-ups here, perhaps through important briberies to people that are in positions of authority throughout the community. Ongoing permanent financing this way. So it looks like it looks like that one guy may be one of the many, because there are several. It's not just him. There's several people here that may have a Y in their name somehow. Like two of them maybe, because we got the crossroads here. So there may be two or more that have the letter Y in their name that are powerful financiers that have been financing this network as a cover through which they launder financing. And then there's property here or real estate. Okay. And it's to secure long-term financial security. So there may be more than one that has a Y. And then they're doing it also through multiple properties as well. It's multiple properties because it's house and crossroads. And then there might be other properties where the financing has been covered up, but eventually it gets revealed because it's clouds and sun and then anchor. But he looks like he was involved as a financier. But there's when I asked if it was that one guy specifically whose name that Lucienne was saying earlier that I can't pronounce his name, it's him, but there's several others with the Y. Several others. So it could be that guy, I can't pronounce his name. Now you guys are saying Yuri Milner. I don't know who these people are, but there's several of them with the Y who are financiers. Yuri Milner, okay, it could be him, but it's also looking like, because it's several of them with the Y. And on the charms, we got the house and the house and the eagle on the letter Y. So it could be two people with letters Y in their name, or this is multiples. The number 2 is very significant in this card. It could be saying two of them or several of them with the letter Y. Okay, so I hope that clarifies something. So it was to launder financing through property, it looks like, and cover up where the money is. Here's something I want to ask, which I don't mean to get oh, Sam Cedar's on. I love Sam Cedar. Sam Cedar is, if you guys haven't checked him out on YouTube, it's Sam Cedar, The Majority Report. He's really cool. I'm erring on the side of caution right here. Because yesterday when I read with my sister, we asked if she was going to be protected. We got the writer, the letter, the coffin. That's a no. That's somebody that's delivering a message of death, somebody that's delivering a certificate of death. Oh, Peanut's here. Is your blood sugar low, babe? Mm-hmm. How many more of those do you have left?
Couple.
You have a couple? Everybody's saying hi, Peanut. Peanut says hi. What was your blood sugar at?
55.
55? Did you get some snacks other than juice so that?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay. So that it stays up so that you don't crash again in a little bit. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, Peanut is type 1 diabetic, so we got to watch him very closely for his blood sugar. Hey, you're going to eat all those. I just bought those at Trader Joe's.
What?
Have some of the Persian rice I made. One of those little sticks is not going to keep your blood sugar high. Oh, God, he's got a whole band out there, too. Sorry about the ice maker, you guys. All these people about to catch COVID. Ay, ay, ay. Jay, you want some Persian rice? I'll send you some. It might be moldy by the time it gets there. Oh, here's Moose. Moose is saying hi to everybody. Hi, Bubs. Hi. Okay, let's see. Oh, they got riot police out there. They got the riot police out. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm watching MSNBC. Ari Melber's there. You guys, thumbs up this video if you think Ari Melber is a hottie. I think he's cute. Yeah, they have the riot police out. Fireworks display, even though everybody's saying no because it's a fire hazard. I guess they're very dry over there right now. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so what I was saying before Peanut came downstairs, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy. And I think we asked this yesterday, if she was going to talk. We got that she was going to lie. So let's see. Will Ghislaine talk? 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 Eventually she will. She might keep her mouth shut for a while. I have the cross. You got a little bar? Okay. The anchor. The stars. This is someone that's going to be stuck with a burden for a long time. Eventually it clears up. This could also, and I don't remember if we asked this yesterday. I'm going to ask if she's going to try to get a pardon because you guys are going to think I'm nuts when I go where I go, but I'm going to go there anyways. I'm going to see if will she get a pardon? Will Ghislaine get a pardon? Will Ghislaine get a presidential pardon? Even though it's a federal crime, I think that the state will go after her too, but we'll see. Will Ghislaine get a presidential pardon? 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 Will Ghislaine Get a presidential pardon. Presidential pardon. Will Ghislaine get a presidential? She's going to be successful in the courts. I got the Tower. Let me bring you guys down. Tower, Stars, Sun. This is the courts. New direction, success. I asked if she was going to get a presidential pardon. I know she's up on federal crimes. Is that correct, you guys? And the reason I was going to... God, I even hate to go there. Okay. There's a part of me that thinks that they may try to weaponize, and Barr may try to put the pressure on her and tell her to spill the beans only on Trump's political enemies, meaning the Clintons and whoever else is a political enemy of Trump. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, federal crimes. In my mind, I'm thinking that Barr may try to manipulate this in a way to where he'll put the pressure on her and be like, okay, you want to go ahead and help us help you, go ahead and give out the names of our political enemies and shut your mouth on all the rest. And then he went ahead, he fired Berman and SDNY. He also moved to fire the prosecutor in the Eastern District of New York. So he fired SDNY, he fired EDNY. I know that her lawyer said no to the visit from Barr. I know that. I saw that earlier, Nancy. But I could so... Because this is saying that she clears and she's successful in the courts. But then yesterday I got, she's not going to be protected. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Where are you going, babe?
Hang on, Justin.
Where are you guys going to hang out?
Just over his place.
Where's this place?
Send the money.
Okay. Well, make sure that your blood sugar's okay before you're driving down the street and getting home. Okay.
I'll be back. I won't be. I'm only going to go for a little bit.
Okay. Well, be careful. You got a mask with you in case you guys...
We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
And yeah, I have a whole bunch.
Okay, you have them in your car? Just asking. Okay, drive safe, babe.
Bye.
Bye, Peanut. Does that make sense, you guys? God, and that sounds so conspiratorial, but it's like thinking the way that these two a-holes think. I can totally see them using that as a way to use it to punish his political enemies. So how do I even I know that Barr is not her friend, Nancy. I know this. But they already killed off Epstein. I mean, you would have to convince me otherwise that he had a little accident in jail or that he's still alive. His brother got an autopsy on him. So I'm not buying the conspiracy theory that Epstein is still alive and has had plastic surgery and he's off wandering around under FBI protection. That's bullshit. So they obviously can't make her have an accident, because that would just be too coincidental. Oh, look, both people that were running the biggest sex trafficking in the ring in the world just both happened to coincidentally have accidents after they were arrested. Thank you, Lucienne. I don't know who's saying that he's not dead. It's just incredible. So it would make sense, and I hate to go there, but it would make sense that they would try to leverage her for a deal like, girl, you in trouble. You in danger, girl. You're about to like spend the rest of your life between these four walls. Help us and we'll help you. I know it sounds nuts, but it's kind of like one of those things where I can totally see both of these gangster mother effers going there. You could ask it like this: is Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? But okay, is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to exonerate Republicans? Is Bill Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? Shit. Whatever he's telling her is a lie and a betrayal. Let me pull a clarifier. Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? It's not giving me a straight yes, no. Let me bring you guys down. This is the top row that I got when I asked, is William Barr going to use Ghislaine to exonerate Republicans? There's a lie and a betrayal in a meeting or a discussion, something that is said that's a lie, in a conversation about finances or a conversation with a person in a position of authority. This is negative, neutral, neutral. So if I read it this way, it's no. It's saying no. Whatever, if they do meet, will be a lie. It'll be a betrayal because they just want to get to the financing, or her financing. There's a pair of these people too. There's a pair of these right here. So perhaps two people in positions of authority. Also, two people in positions of authority that were financing her. Okay. This right here, the snake, could also be Ghislaine because she is the queen of clubs. This is a person, not always, depending on surrounding cards. I usually, when she's by herself like this with other cards, I tend to view her more as a female because she doesn't have a man or a male card around her to signify that this was a man. It could be saying that this problematic, very bad woman is in conversations with Barr, or is in conversations with other people that are higher ups or in positions of authority. But it's like, and then I asked again if she would, if he would use her to exonerate Republicans. I got the House, which is a neutral card, the Lilies, which is positive and neutral, and then I got the Garden, which is also positive and neutral. So I have a neutral, positive, positive, or a neutral, neutral, neutral. This is saying that the administration, the family, the home base, the property, old white men in a party, a conservative party here. And this is peace and morality as well, your character, to keep them clean. Let me ask it the other way. Let me ask it the other way. Hold on. Dear Lord, is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? How about that? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? Is William Barr going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats? Going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after Democrats. Is he going to use Ghislaine Maxwell to go after? Because here's another thing that I'm thinking, you guys, and I hate to sound so conspiratorial, but with these jackholes, you can't ever like take common sense and regular thinking and throw it out the window. Donald Trump is tanking in the polls. He's got a pandemic that he refuses to address. He's got the economy in the freaking trash. Now there's news of a Russian plot to have bounties on American soldiers that he has not addressed. He has absolutely no chance of re-election. He hasn't built his wall. He hasn't locked her up. Okay, what a perfect opportunity to throw out some red meat to your base, to catch this one high-profile person and then use her to redeem the clown that needs another 4 years in office to escape prison. This is the same thing we got yesterday with my sister, except it was in this order. It was in this order. The delivery of a certificate of death, the delivery of a notice that is something is shut down and comes to an end. There's a closing, there's a loss here. Now it's like this. Death, something that is shut down, a loss, message that is delivered. Someone is delivering a certificate of death here. That's what's coming out here soon. This is too wild. Let me double check myself because this is too wild. This is too... And sickness, loss, and death. Documents, tests, results, and mail. News, a visitor, delivery, or feedback. Sorry, guys, I'm double checking myself because this is just, it's too odd that the same three cards came out as Sunday, but in a slightly different order. Let me look up the letter. Letter. The only thing that I can think of outside of someone's delivering a death certificate would be something that was locked up in a safe, a black box. Okay, so if the coffin is itself in regards to a literal black box where it's a safe where you can't, it's closed off, you can't get into it. The records or documents or whatever was in that black box is delivered. Okay, that's the only other way that I can think of other than somebody's delivering a death certificate. But what it's saying is, no, he's not going to. I have 1 negative, 2 neutrals. So it could be saying no because the records are being delivered already. Because there's something that is closed, that is a loss, that is a dead end. Literally, it could be a black box like a safe. That may have been in a bedroom or something like that, but like a safe that was holding documents and they got into those and those are being delivered. So quite possibly no. And I'm wondering if this has to do with when they arrested Epps and they raided his house, well, all of his properties, all the stuff that he had in the mail or in that safe. He had fake passports. He had a pileup of diamonds. He had I don't even know how much cash he had there. He had a fake passport or a fake ID or a fake passport to Saudi Arabia from like the 80s or something. Which is quite interesting because wasn't that during the time of the Iran-Contra that was going on? And yeah, the fake Saudi passport. But it was expired, though. It was like from the 80s or something. And I'm pretty sure that was during the time of the whole Iran-Contra stuff that was going on with the Bush administration. Her lawyer knows where everything is. Well, I hope so. And I hope the FBI knows where everything is at and everything they took out of that house. Ghislaine emptied the safe. I'm not sure. I think the FBI went in there and took everything. Because I remember seeing pictures on the news of FBI at his property in New York, FBI at his property on the island. There was another property he had, I think, in Arizona or New Mexico that they were taking stuff out of. I'm not sure about the Paris apartment. Absolutely, Ian. Yeah, this goes back to the same Iran. See, it's the same. It's just too. Laura Hilton, I saw him a couple of weeks ago being impeached. I believe that they voted in the House Resolution 1032. That was earlier this week, I think Tuesday or Wednesday when that was announced. So I think House Resolution 1032 is going up for a vote for the impeachment investigation into William Barr. I read on that yesterday. It said that, yes, they do take up that bill to start an impeachment investigation into him. It just seems like Barr is going to have too much going on. Like, he's got too many fires going, you know, especially if they announce a formal impeachment investigation into him, for him to be boldly going out there and still committing crimes on behalf of Mango. Like, it just, you know, so yeah, that's what, and he's been removing prosecutors all over the place in favor of those that would be basically lackeys to just kind of make stuff disappear. So there has to be a link between this and Contra. And I know that Jen from Jen Lentero had told me this months and months and months and months and months ago. And we were supposed to get together for us to do a grand tableau on that whole Iran Contra, and we never did. So yeah, he's demanding rally fireworks despite a wildfire risk. This SOB is going to go have fireworks, burn all of South Dakota down, stick them with the bill because, you know, a Trump never pays his debts, and then walk away, and then leave everybody there in the middle of a state that's on fire with COVID because they didn't practice social distancing and mask wearing. You can't make this up. Let me see. Yeah, he is a sociopath, AQ. So hey, Jenny. Jenny, do you want to join me? This doesn't make any sense. This don't make a damn bit of sense. Jenny, I just shot you and Johnny an invite if you guys want to join me. Hey, Renee, thank you so much. Hey, Ona. Everybody say hi to our sweet little Ona, our other resident reader, and she's in the house. It's crazy to me. It's just... And I know Jenny had brought this up months ago, and we never, like, we were both talking about doing a video together to explore that whole entire thing, and we never did. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm waiting to see if I can see Jenny in the comments, because I was trying to send her and Johnny a link. So I was clicked off of this and I didn't see. Let's see, is Ghislaine Maxwell CIA? Is Ghislaine Maxwell working for the 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 CIA? Ghislaine Maxwell working for the CIA? Is Ghislaine Maxwell working for the CIA? No, she's working for a powerful financier is who she's working for, not the CIA. To secure money and business. And it's an older man, white hair, bald on the bottom, bald on the top, hair on the bottom, very heavy set. Guy may have had to work in restaurants or something, but he is like the boss. He's not like some little peon. He's like the boss. He's been doing this about 30 to maybe 45 years. Heavy set, white hair, bald on top, hair on bottom. And he's the boss. Okay, sorry, Jenny. What are you guys saying? Semyon? Yeah, that's who she's working for. Oh, there's Jenny.
Hey.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, so what have you been reading on? I just saw your text.
Well, somebody was asking if she works for the CIA, if Ghislaine is working for the CIA. No, she's working for this guy, bald on the top, hair on the bottom, white hair, heavy set, huge financier, 30, 45 years that he's been doing this, powerful boss person, the one at the very top. Like he's been doing it to secure money, and she's been doing it for a very, very, very long time.
Hey everybody, yes, Becca's boyfriend is here.
Oh, my little Artie. Hey Jenny, do you mind taking over for a minute? I gotta feed Bubs because he's right here. Say, Mom, where's my food? Where's my food,
Yeah.
Mom?
Did you read on Bar trying to get in to see Ghislaine?
I read on it. You want to jump on that too? Because I saw it on the Twitter. I haven't seen it on the media reporting.
Yeah,
so,
her attorney blocked him. So I'll read on that while you're taking care of
Moosey. Okay, thanks, Jenny.
Moose is my boyfriend.
Moose, you want Tintin? You want Tintin?
Hey everybody. So I want to look at why Ghislaine's lawyer blocked Barr from meeting with her. Any of you Tennessee people out there? Yes, I have my Tennessee jersey on tonight. Go Vols. Oh, hey, Yona. So why did Ghislaine's lawyer block Barr from meeting with her? Justice on the bottom. He's looking out for her legal rights. So her lawyer is juggling a lot, and he knows Barr's legacy. This is the legacy card, Ten of Pentacles. He knows Barr's legacy. In other words, he interferes in stuff. And so, sort of truth below that. He wanted to cast a shadow over Barr. He wanted to confuse him and he made him anxious. Both him and Trump. She is collaborating she's working together with the legal system. So she's giving some evidence. That truth's coming out. She's giving a little bit of evidence as the inside person. She's giving up some secrets. Yeah, she's talking about all the treachery and stuff. Yeah, and her lawyer is afraid that he'll seek her out to do some quick action on her, like what happened to Mr. Epps. Well, thank you, me, myself, and I, and Kathleen. Let's see.
Thanks, Jenny.
So I just read on why did Barr's attorney block, or not Barr's attorney, Ghislaine's attorney block Barr from meeting with her.
Uh-huh. She's
turning some evidence. She's cooperating. She's talking, and he knows the legacy of Barr, so he blocked Barr. She's cooperating. So let's read on what is she giving up? What is she talking to?
Okay, and after that, I want you to check me on a couple things.
Okay. What is she giving up? Because she's talking. I had the messenger card. She is definitely talking.
I got that on an earlier reading that she's going to lie at first.
Mm-hmm. But they'll figure it out and force her to talk. Yeah, she's waiting to tell everything. She's not telling everything yet. Yeah, she's getting a lot of attention. Her challenge is to be the messenger to the Justice Department. She's still holding on to some secrets. What she's giving up so far has to do with money. She's talking a little bit about maybe where money is or what happened with the money. But I get there's a new action that's taken, and then she's going to give a lot of stuff. This is abundance. She's going to talk about the parties, the celebrated people. Yeah, everybody that's had anything to do with them in the past, she's going to give up eventually. Not everybody, but a lot of them.
I'm getting something totally different.
Are you?
Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
There's an accident or a sudden strike that was blocked. They blocked that opportunity for an accident. Okay. But she's really, 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 really worried about her health.
So have you read on, thank you, Peggy Jean. Have you read on, does she think Epstein committed suicide?
I have not read on that yet.
Let's ask, purely for entertainment purposes only, YouTube, does Ghislaine think that he committed suicide?
And then when we're done with that, I got a question for you that I want you to check me on. Actually, two questions. So does Ghislaine think that Epps committed suicide?
Nope. She thinks Barr and Trump were involved.
Somebody had an opportunity to get a contract and snuck in.
Yeah. Premeditated, planned death. There was cooperation, at the prison and everything. This was an inspired idea. It was work, somebody for hire. And there's Barr and there's Trump, and she's juggling a lot, but she's like, if people got in and investigated, asked questions, got in and investigated, they'd see that they're behind it. She thinks Barr and Trump are behind it. So
I got a question for you, and I didn't mean to get conspiratorial earlier, but with all these fires that Trump has going on right now, and Ghislaine Maxwell getting arrested, and then that day, all of a sudden, Bill Barr decides to go to that prison to go pop in. Thank God he was blocked. I did a reading on it just earlier before you came on. I didn't get anything that he was there to give her an offer or anything. I wanted to know, since he's removed SDNY, the prosecutor, he's removed the top EDNY prosecutor as well, and he's trying to put in lackeys right now.
yeah,
Is he going to try to leverage Ghislaine to only testify and give out the names of Trump's political enemies as a way to bargain with her? Like, you in danger, girl, but I'm gonna let you out if you help us out, because Trump is in so much trouble for re-election.
Yeah.
What a perfect opportunity to jail the Clintons or something like that. See what I'm saying?
yeah, because like when I read on, because Bill Clinton did meet with Mr. Epps, and flew on his plane many times, but when I read on him, I got that he was not involved with the young people. So.
But you know how they're trying to dig up dirt on everybody. You got Rudy Giuliani.
So is he going to try to jail Clinton or somebody, take somebody down?
Use her as leverage to go after Trump's political enemies.
Yeah, let's see.
Sorry I went there, but it's like I don't put it past these people at all.
There's a plan. There's a plan. Destroy Trump's enemies. That's the challenge, to destroy them. He's trying to secure things for Trump, and it's through manipulation. So yeah, he wants to manipulate things. So he's gonna gaslight about it. But he realizes she's in a delicate place, and yeah, he's moving in on her to try to get her to do it. Here's my yes card, Ace of Cups, new inspiration, trying to get her to cooperate with him. He's strong arming her. He's also lying to her, or will lie to her.
I got that in my reading too. That what the conversations she's having with him are going to end up betraying.
Yeah, and he wants her to lie.
So, like, keep your mouth shut about Trump, but give out everybody else,
and lie about some people,
as if there's not a mountain of evidence from the victims already that can say,
I was with him. If none of the victims back up whatever she says, so say she says, "Oh yeah, Clinton was involved," and none of the victims say, "Yeah, he was one of the men," it won't stand up in court. So let me ask this: Will it work? His scheme. That's a great question.
Because I'm sorry, Jenny, I don't mean to get conspiratorial, but it's just like at this point, I wouldn't put it past him, considering how bad he's doing,
Yeah, they're still trying to go after Hunter Biden, and what they're doing in the Eastern District of New York now. And
they need a big, huge win to cover up for all the other scandals that he's involved with.
Yeah. Because when it comes to the court system, he's not winning.
No.
He gets some little subtle wins of getting somebody out, but then he gets blocked on doing what he really wants to do. something with a judge. Hang on. He gets blocked. He gets blocked from doing it. He fights with the judge. It's like kind of surprising, but he fights with the judge. You know, he tries to move in, take an action that's treacherous, and he gets blocked. He ends up having to defend himself.
So kind of like what he's trying to do with Flynn to get in with the judge, and then he had the appellate's court voted 2-1 to side with Barr, and then Judge Sullivan was like, we ain't done yet, So
he gets too much attention for it too.
So Jenny, let me ask you this. I read it earlier while I don't think you were in the room yet, and I asked if Trump is going to try to pardon Ghislaine. Like, are they going to try to dangle that carrot, like cooperate with us and I'll pardon you, because it's serious federal crimes. Right. And I got the tower, the stars, the sun. That's a yes. That's a huge yes,
She could, well, he's dangled pardons over Flynn and Manafort and everybody else. He hasn't granted one yet because he doesn't.
Yeah.
But she's facing up to 40 years in prison.
And she's 50 something. She'll die in prison.
Yeah, she'll die in prison.
I got a yes that he was going to try to pardon her, which just, and the only thing I can see is them leveraging her for their own win, not because,
Well, like I was asking that the other night, like, will they try to pardon her? Because I mean, that's the kind of low lives they like to pardon.
Yep.
But the only other pardon was that guy that, killed people overseas and posed.
The Navy SEAL guy?
Yeah. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Something to do with the White House. Let's see. Wow, is the major arcana coming out?
What are you getting, Jenny?
Here's Barr trying to put an end to everything, but I think the challenge is he's put to an end before they have a chance to do anything, because I've got the tower will be behind him by that time, the devil below him, which is obstacles. End of a cycle, like he's already at an end and time's up. Wheel of Fortune over here on the right. So
he's surrounded by major arcanas then, like huge ones.
Major, and I've got the Lovers here and the Hermit, which is also major arcana. I mean, as additional cards I lay. So trying to, get the cooperation for the pardon. There'll be too many questions asked because there's a premeditated motive behind it. This is planning, so I use it as my premeditated card. He's going to be destroyed before they have a chance to pardon. He won't.
So let me ask you this. A couple of weeks ago, when we did a reading, I think it was on my channel, we asked a question about Barr. I got scythe, letter, man. That's impeachment coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
Later, I think it was earlier this week, I sent you the text message that one representative introduced a bill backed by 35 Democrats to formally start an impeachment investigation into William Barr. I believe now it goes to a vote, and then it goes to Jerry Nadler at the Judiciary Committee. Are they going to vote? Is that what's going to stop Barr, because he's going to be formally under an impeachment investigation? Is that why you're getting all those majors? Like he's just done. Like
he's done. Yeah. He's put in defense mode.
Yep.
And there's a yes card that fell out. Hang on. Let me see how many. I'm going to look in days, because I think you were talking about like 3 days, but with the holiday weekend, it would be like Monday or Tuesday. I was 3 working days, you know.
It was just kind of, when I was reading on that with my sister, we got Ryder, Clover. Those are 2 very fast acting cars. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But I mean, with all this stuff happening, it's like they need to move fast, like fast, you know, not sit on it and wait for 2 months.
He's going to get an offer he doesn't like. He's going to get a little impeachment subpoena.
Right before his meeting with Jerry Nadler in the House Judiciary Committee to answer questions about why he's been obstructing justice.
I think within 2 or 3 days,
I got a question on that one though. Is that the Knight of Pentacles?
Uh-huh.
Isn't he a little bit more slower moving though? Like I know that Johnny says that's the only one that doesn't have a leg up.
Steady and plotting, but I'm laying out in days.
Okay.
I do a timeline, and I'm getting like they've got an abundance of stuff on him right now. Abundance. I get within 5 days, he's in defense mode. And then look at this. Got to get you to read on something else.
Okay.
And then something happens with Trump in court. So whether that's the Supreme Court, it's like they're gonna start the impeachment process, and then bam, something happens with Trump in court. Like,
could it be his taxes? His taxes
in like 7 days.
His taxes are supposed to be getting ruled on pretty quickly here.
Yeah, that shows his thievery. I laid some clarifiers. Shows his thievery. I'm getting a yes on both of those. He's going to be getting a lot of attention over that, and he's not going to like it. Shows his fraud and thievery. So try laying.
What do you want me to ask?
Ask Trump in the next 2 weeks, or the next
2 weeks. We'll go 2 weeks.
Yeah, go 2 weeks, because it's like I kind of laid out in business days. I didn't count the weekends.
Show me Donald Trump over the next 2 weeks. Donald Trump over the next 2 weeks. Donald Trump.
There's something crazy getting ready to happen. We're due some wins here, guys.
I know. But please, dear Lord, show me Donald Trump over the next 2 weeks.
I get they go after Barr, which blocks Barr from being able to do anything else.
Well, that you need to cut the head off that snake.
Yeah,
because you won't have protection.
Yeah, Trump's at Mount Rushmore, forcing them to do fireworks, even though they've had 27 forest fires around there lately and don't want to do it.
I was saying that earlier. I was like, he's going to go over there.
And then
in the middle of a pandemic where their numbers are going up for COVID, he's going to get everybody sick. He's going to burn the whole state down. And then on top of that, he ain't going to pay his bill because he never pays his bill.
On top of that, he's got a band there that's playing, right? Now, where I take my guitar lessons, they also teach students like woodwind instruments and brass instruments and stuff. Mm-hmm. They have to do those by Skype because when you play those instruments, you can't wear a mask and you're blowing spit through the instruments. They have little spit valves. They drain the spit off. And so they can't reopen for the brass and woodwind players for their lessons. They have to do it by Skype. So there's all those orchestra people blowing instruments and blowing spit around.
Yeah, just getting everybody sick. It's a petri dish right now. Hi, Artie. Hello, my little boyfriend. Oh,
Artie says, what have you got?
Now Moose is getting jealous. Moose is over here to say hi to Artie.
Hi, Moose.
Artie, say hi to Jenny.
Hi, Moose gives you the same look Artie gives me. That adoring, please look at me and notice me.
Let me bring you down.
Moose and Artie are about the same color.
So I got the tower. There's your courts. Garden. There's your Supreme Court, the court that rules over the general public, the community, okay?
Mm.
the cross, the rider, the stars. The Supreme Court ruling is not in his favor. He's getting some bad news, but then there's something here that clears here. So it's almost like he loses one, but he wins one, but then he loses a big one. Down here, we have the heart, the anchor, the lilies, the ring, the bear. Ongoing affairs that have been happening for a very, very long time. And there's also something here with a general. A general or an ambassador, somebody that's been around 30, 35 years. But what reveals, there's something that gets revealed and gets delivered about his financial contracts with Russia here, a foreign power, executives, financial institutions. But this is more like a government that has, or an institution with the people at the very, very top and his contracts and commitments there. I don't know who this person is, but this person keeps popping up.
It's probably Flynn, because Flynn was going over and meeting with Putin. You know, there's all those pictures of him sitting at the table with Putin. And
yeah, okay, because this is somebody 30, 35 years of service. They had a lot of sacrifices. And then they got an agreement with the person in position of authority. So yeah, this could be Michael Flynn. But there's something that's happening to Flynn that's going to put a lot of pressure and burden on him. And it's coming from a judge this way. And then this thing sticks to Flynn. But there's an agreement here with a person in a position of authority, also an agreement about finances in regards to Flynn. But it's like Supreme Court, something with Flynn over the next 2 weeks, and his financial contracts come out.
So you, me, and Johnny, we've read a few weeks ago about the Supreme Court cases. You know, there's like 3 of them, I think. And I was getting like, he's going to lose like 2 of them. He might win 1, but he's going to lose 2 of them. And it's going to hurt. Like the financial ones.
He might win 1 for the House, not getting, which would totally screw things up, because then that takes away the House's power to oversee that sort of stuff. Yeah. But he loses the ones to the states, you know, like, Moose, you got your baby? Come here, show Aunt Jen. Oh, you dropped your baby. Go get your baby. Go get your baby, Bubs. Go get your baby. What else do you want to look at, Jenny?
So Ghislaine, it looks like she does not think that Mr. Epps committed suicide. I just wonder, like, what her head was like when she found out about his death. Was she upset because she, you know, she's like been in hiding and stuff. She doesn't supposedly, you know, involved that much with him anymore, but she was still his errand girl. I'm just curious, like, what was her reaction to his death?
What was Ghislaine's reaction to the news of Epstein's death?
Cards keep flying out. She's burdened. Had to go into hiding. Gig is up. She did grieve. She didn't grieve long, though. I mean, she felt left out in the cold, you know, alone. She was transitioning. You know, knew that he was going to struggle with the courts here, but then she's off celebrating. She had to defend herself, and she had an abundance of ideas and new beginnings. She was I think she was thinking about, I'm going to take over this business, the bully. I'm going to take over this business and I'm going to do it a different way. She was getting another perspective on it.
I'm getting.
She's showing up as the smug merchant, if that tells you anything. Like she was looking at business.
I got the clouds, the moon, the bouquet, the mice, and the child. She was for a while emotionally confused and with a lot of anxiety. And a lot of anxiety in regards to a child or children. So she wasn't, I would get like, because it's clouds, moon, and bouquet, she was going through like some emotional ups and downs, but then it'd clear up and then she'd go out and have a good time and then boom, right back down again with anxiety and worry and, freaking out, crap in your pants, my crap in your pants card.
Yeah, she thought it was the truth. She didn't buy into the conspiracy theories, which don't ask me to read on that, guys. He's dead.
Right. He's dead. Otherwise, right, unless the brother's in on it too, and the coroner that the brother hired are in on it too. Like, come on now. Oh, here's the clown talking at the Rushmore event with no social distancing. Why are they airing this?
Thank you, Asia.
Okay. Thank you, Asia. So what are we looking at now, Jenny?
Constance, glad to hear Tennessee cleared up their COVID reporting system. Why did, Johnny always got that, like she was going to trust somebody that she shouldn't. So why did he help get her arrested?
I'm going to ask if he helped get her arrested. I was watching the news last night, and I think I sent you the video of the press briefing with the one attorney general that's up there, the one that took over for Berman after Barr yanked out Berman. And she had a couple of Aubrey Strauss, and she had a couple of other prosecutors there, and they were saying that they've always had eyes on her. And when she went and purchased that home in New Hampshire, that multi-million-dollar home in New Hampshire, she bought it cash, and that's when they moved in. Like
through an LLC.
Yep.
Excuse me.
He helped her get arrested. Yep.
It was strategic. He talked.
I just pulled that down.
His challenge was someone higher up than him. He was paid to talk. He got money. So he moved forward. Feels like he gave her a bunch of lies, covered things up. But yeah, he was sharing information. He was sharing some truths about where she was, what she was doing. I'm not getting a motive though, why he did it. Just that there was another man higher than him involved, and like an authority person. I feel like he was fighting with the law himself. Like maybe he had some legal issues. So he kind of gave her, or helped them because he was able to negotiate something for himself.
Okay. And there was somebody in the chat, I'm sorry, I'm in StreamYard, I can't see your name, that was asking about if EPS's properties now belong to the American people. No, there is a lawsuit by the victims that are being brought forward against his estates. So they're looking to compensate all of that and divvy it up between all of the victims. So no, it does not belong to the people. The estates are currently being sued.
Yeah, they're frozen. All his stuff.
Mm-hmm. So just to clarify that for whoever was, I would be so pissed. I do think the brother is trying to fight that though for some reason.
They have 100 women that have come forward so far. That video you sent me a link to, the lawyer that represents 50 of them, he was like begging like more of them to come forward, because when they initially caught and arrested Mr. Epps, they got a surge. They got more women that came forward. So are more women going to come forward?
Oh, and then I got a question after this. Will more victims come forward? Yes. That's a yes. Got the little dog. Yes.
Yeah, I get cooperating and a yes card, new action. Some of them are like practically destitute, because I'm picking up on like mentally disturbed so much that they're practically destitute, like they can't function in society. So they're on the outer. So those that can't function well, or that are outside of the margins, like maybe even had to go into like prostitution or something to support themselves, to hear, hey, I need to come forward. It takes a while for the word to get to them, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, because they're not within or in an environment to where they would get that so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
All of this stuff is at the public corruptions case in New York. What happens to Alex Acosta and all the people in Florida that made that sweet little sweetheart deal to shut the case?
Yeah.
Not tell the victims.
Well, there was supposed to be an investigation on him. Now, I don't know if it's past statute of limitations, because that was back in 2014.
Yeah, he did it in 2014. They didn't tell the victims for like 2 or 3 years, and then they found out through the lawyers that whole spiel went down. By that time, Acosta was already in the Trump administration, and when that came out, he resigned like that week or something. It's just all the people that were involved in that, all the way up to the higher echelons of government. What happens to those people?
I got my jail card on the bottom here.
What happens to the people that helped cover up Epstein? The public officials.
There's going to be a new action for their treachery. Time is up for them, because there's too many women that were affected. There's too many. There's a circle of support around the women. They're getting a lot of attention right now. And there's going to be a new action taken on them for all their treachery.
So I'm getting, I don't know if my camera's going to pick up all of it. Legal notices, legal documents, legal paperwork here, the recognition of children, something about the estate here, and older, wiser officials that were helping out this man here, the property owner in particular, and then corruption. They might have some trouble coming down the road. It may take a while because we have the lilies here, but there's something here with for a trial for corruption with those guys.
I mean, they need to look at how much money did Mr. Epps give Acosta to give him that sweet deal, right? So let's ask: Did
Epps
pay
Acosta?
Did he pay for his sweet deal? Did he pay Acosta? If they did some records of his finances, did he suddenly get a big boost?
Did Jeffrey Epstein pay Alex Acosta? Did Jeffrey Epstein pay Alex Acosta? Yes, there was an agreement made for something to be blocked and delayed. And then there's the agreement Yes, a resolution to his problems.
He'd done this before and through the court system. He had disrupted a case that way. So he knew he could rely on him for support. And they talked about it, and came up with the plan and executed the plan. I'm not getting money cards here. Hang on. Working with the government and the courts.
Yep. That goes all the way up, Jenny, to judges.
Yeah, shared money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels like there's a judge involved because the courts are involved as well as the government, which would be the investigators, the FBI, all that, or the Acostas. Acosta's right here in the middle, like between the government and the courts. He was the inside man. He's paid up.
I think that guy is a father with kids.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Oh, why am I watching this orange buffoon? Ugh. So gross.
I had another thought last night after watching your live stream. I came back and watched the rest of it, and now I can't think of what it was. I should have written it down.
Oh, crap.
Oh, you were getting something about a sibling in one of the things, and Ghislaine has all those siblings. I was wondering if she had a sibling or a relative helping her with how she was hiding money through LLCs and stuff.
Did any of Ghislaine's siblings help her hide money? Yes. And they helped her to secure it, to find success, and then transfer and change it and move it around to secure her long term. Yep.
Yep. Helping, this is like an agreement helping launder the money, so to speak. It was work for them. There's going to be an action taken against them too, though. They're going to trace it maybe through some of the bank records. They're about to have some big changes in their life. It might be the investigators. I feel like it might be another female. They covered their tracks pretty well, but I feel like it's going to come out through the court case.
Interesting.
Thank you, Virgoan.
Thank you, Virgo. Hey, Bubs. You gonna help me read cards? Gonna help me read cards, Bubs? Moose is here. So, yeah. What else did you want to look at, Jenny?
I don't know. You guys have any other questions while I'm trying to remember mine from last night? I had a great one from last night. I can't think of it.
Oh, crap.
Her sister lives in France. Interesting, because they had a apartment in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Home in Paris.
I remember I had read on her long, long ago, and I picked up like she was like at the French Riviera or like the Riviera or somewhere where there was a lot of shops, and I was like, why would she be way over there? And I never realized she had a sister that lived there, or that he had an apartment there.
Moose, it's nice to see your whole head. Usually I just see your nose come into the frame.
Hi, Bubs. Say hi. He's getting so white. He's turning into a little old man. He's got a birthday this month on the 13th.
Oh, like me, my birthday's on the 13th, but of April.
It's not a birthday. You're going to be a whole 6 years old, Moose.
We should Skype a little birthday party with him and Artie.
He's got a little birthday hat. You want to wear your birthday hat and get a cookie? Yeah. They want to know, why did she remain in the States and not run away? She did travel a lot. She traveled to the UK. She traveled to Qatar. She traveled. Where else did they say? She made like 15 trips or so.
Yep. But that was over the last several years. So since he died, she probably hasn't gone anywhere. So why didn't she leave? Like, why not go to like the Seychelles Islands or somewhere and hide out? You know, why stay in the States? Money. I just heard money. Something about her money.
And they were saying too that the house that she just bought in New Hampshire was under a fake name, and all this other stuff. Like, yeah, like she was working really hard to stay hidden, you know?
Yeah, here she is hiding. Her challenge was her family, like staying in touch with them. Like she was, you know, it was a gamble that she took. She talked to somebody about it. I think she had somebody agree to take her. She was quite anxious about it, but that blew up.
Yeah, blew up.
Like yeah.
It's almost like she knew she was being watched, and if she tried to make any sudden moves and like catch a flight or whatever, like they would, you know. But at the same time, it's like if you're hobnobbing with all these super filthy rich people, I'm sure somebody had a private jet that you could have borrowed, you know.
I feel like she also has some addiction issues here. I'm going to try a health spread on her. I feel like she's got some addiction things going on.
Hold on, let me get Moose's bed because he wants his bed. Hold on. Before I get into the other room, here, bud. You want your bed with your baby? No, you want it. Okay, hold on, Bubs. Here's your bed with your baby. Where's your baby? Hold on, Moose, your baby. Oh.
I'm going to look at her health here. I'm kind of getting a vibe. She's got some addiction issues. We know she's a sex addict, right? Purely for entertainment purposes, YouTube, but it's public knowledge. She's a sex addict. She's got addiction issues. I'm getting she needed to stay where she had access to drugs.
She had to stay close to her source of
Yeah, she's got addiction issues. She's showing up here as the Queen of Wands. She's got addiction issues. And that's why she was waiting. She did talk to somebody about it, but she's also got some stomach issues and spine issues in her health. Wah.
You know what? Let me do a.
She needed her pills. She needed to be able to secure her pills.
Like
What if-
prescription drugs that she needed for her health, or like party pills?
It's an addiction, so she's got a bad back. She may be like addicted to like opioids or something. She had to say where people would cooperate, like to get her drugs, undercover.
So she had an addiction to painkillers, probably. Read on her too. Hold on.
Yeah, try asking about her health.
This is happening.
Having a rough night in jail. They haven't done her hearing to see if they're going to set bail yet or anything, have they?
I saw on the news today that as soon as she was arrested, she had to appear in court. I don't know what that was about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's got an addiction, girlfriend, to uppers and happy pills. Okay, hold on. Show me Ghislaine Maxwell's health. Yep, there's her back. Got the cross. And there's the prescription medications and something white that makes you happy very briefly. She's got several addictions, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had the Empress, which is in abundance, like yeah. Besides being a sex addict, she's got medication addictions.
So here's her health. I went 4 before and 4 after the tree. There's the addiction. Secret addictions, but she's got multiples here. There's something here about her back that causes her to hurt, perhaps something that she smokes. These two would be more like smoking marijuana. Also quite possibly something with her lungs that is secret. This right here, this would be like alternative medication that gets you happy, but it's a quick little bump right there, but it's for pain.
Yeah, like snorting coke or something.
Yeah, but it's for something that causes you pain, perhaps with your back. This would be your lungs. This would be your heart. But there's addictions to this thing for her back, and then there's something here that gives you a very quick bump.
Like Adderall.
like Yale, like Coke. But there's something she's taken in pill form, something that she may be smoking. And then another thing that that she's abusing, that's a very quick high, very quick.
Yeah, it sounds like Coke.
Mm-hmm. Because of the clover, it's something that's really, really quick for parties,
She's used hallucinogenics in the past too.
Mm-hmm. Something that makes you get clouded thinking.
Mm-hmm. Those health spreads don't lie, guys.
Yeah. Nope. This woman. Can you, since you have your tarot, can you ask how she's feeling right about now, or her emotional state? Like, let's say about a week or two. Like, is she really crapping her pants about how much trouble she's in, or is she fairly confident that she'll weasel out of this one too? I mean, we saw how long it took, Epps to be brought to justice, and then what happened to him.
Yeah, he wasn't in prison, 3 weeks?
Funny, it was the same prison Paul Manafort was in. Nothing happened to him.
She's conflicted right now. Out of balance. I feel like because of her addiction issues, she's going to get very erratic, and they may have to manage those addictions.
Oh yeah, because especially if she hasn't been weaned off, it's just like a sudden.
In about 5 days, they're going to have to help her manage her addiction issues, so she can rest. She's scheming. She's like reaching out to friends, making plans. She's scheming. I don't get remorse.
Do you think she's feeling fairly confident that she'll get out of this? Like, do the cards support that?
She thinks she'll be a little bit successful because she thinks she'll get off on a lighter sentence. But she's going to get a surprise, so that's not going to go well. She's delusional in her thinking. It's like her time's up, you're caught, time's up. She's delusional, but she's thinking about her family a little bit. Talking to them, probably calling them, talking to them. It's almost like flat emotion is what I'm getting for the most part. She's a little bit erratic, but it's from the not having the drugs around.
Like a detox?
Yeah, she's like just hanging out waiting, it's like no emotion. I don't get like, the Ace of Cups or something like her emotions are bubbling over. I don't get the Tower like she's erupting and having panic attacks or anything. She's about to get burdened. She's going to have a very rough transition when Judgment's on her. She's not in reality. She's like out of her head.
So like, I know enough powerful people, I'll spill the beans. Somebody's going to get me out of here.
Yeah, she does think she has a good lawyer. He was on the bottom. It kind of reminds me of Trump, how he has no empathy. That's kind of what I'm getting. I mean, for what she did with these young women, you would have to have no empathy.
She's a total psychopath.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty cold.
Jeez.
And yeah, let's face it, like for her to do the grooming the way she did, what I read and what was described, she's a pedophile too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about that today and also with the press briefings from the acting attorney general over there that, she would go into the rooms and undress herself so that the girls that were about to get victimized would feel a little bit more safer because there's a naked grown woman. Like, what 11 or 12-year-old child wants to see that?
Yeah.
Well,
and would stay with them while they were being forced to, get it on with Mr. Epps. It's like that's just so sick, and I can't even begin to get there. So I wonder if she was like abused by her dad because he was a whack job.
Her dad was a whack job, but everything I've ever heard is that she was very close to her dad.
She was,
and then he had that. Oh, she was the only one? Yeah, she was very
one of all the kids that got along with their dad. The others didn't even
didn't like him.
Didn't get along with him. And he didn't care for them that much.
He had that little accident on his boat too.
Yeah.
So something happened to that girl because you don't, as a woman, you don't do that to other women. You know what I mean? Like it's just, unless she was so popped up on drugs with Epps that she just totally drowned out her emotions and her consciousness with drugs.
She was abused as a child. She was totally abused as a child at a steady pace, like all the time. feel like her mother knew about it and tried to disrupt it. It's like she got her mom to leave her alone. It's like at some point she started enjoying it, you know, in her twisted logic. It started becoming like a party to her. So her dad probably started getting her hooked on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all going back to her childhood. Went on for a long time too.
Or it became a coping mechanism for her, to where, you know what I mean? Like where it became a coping mechanism and a learned behavior.
Yeah, like I'll be your friend, but I'm also your lover. You know, this was a cycle that went on with her in her childhood. So yeah, it's pretty sick. It looks like
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
I almost get the feeling like her mother groomed her and then walked away.
That's just
Sick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like Ivanka. You can't look at Ivanka and her father and the way he holds her and stuff and be like, oh yeah, that's totally kosher. You know, like I swear I'm a crazy person, but every time I see those two, I'm like, there was something going on there when she was younger, because what other father would go on TV and say that if it wasn't his daughter, he would date her? Yeah. And then hold his daughter like a man holds their lover. There's something messed up there. Like, you know,
it's pretty sick to watch. I was trying to think of a way of asking, like, you know, will she get 40 years or will she die in prison? But after what you got last night, she could die in prison.
Yeah, because I got a delivery of a death certificate, you know, or notice of a death, or, you know, it's like, and then earlier when I was doing my T-charms, I got something really funny. I got the letters W, Y, A, and H. And then I got the angel on the medicine, and it's like, I don't remember the reading exactly. It was the camel on the letter H. I forgot what was on the letter W. So and I think we discussed that already, if William Barr was going to try to pressure her to give up dirt on the Clintons or somebody else for Trump's political enemies. The letter Y and A. So A, I guess is Prince Andrew. Why, I don't know who that is, but I got some Russians that were financing her on that. But there was something there around the medicine, mushroom on the letter W. Thank you, T-Barb. A person with the letter W that's quite toxic, also poison. And then I had gotten something on the medicine bottles. Medicine bottle is literally, let me read it out of the page here. The medicine is your body, mind, and soul, and your well-being. Illnesses, addictions, toxins, and poisons. Now that we talked about her addictions, I'm kind of wondering if that was in reference to her having the addictions that she has to pain pills and everything else she's taking, and then going from having a constant stream of that to suddenly being cut off, or if somebody was going to try to you know, oops, she didn't really have an accident, but she kind of drank something she shouldn't have.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, though, because, like, you know, she's the youngest, and she's like 57. She's like only 2 years younger than me. Her other siblings, I'm looking at them, they're all in like their 60s and up. I'm wondering if, like, she gets news of like one of them passing or something.
Yeah, because there was notice of a death being delivered. And then I got the same cards again tonight in a little bit of a different order, but it was still a message of a death or a death certificate that's being delivered, you know? So maybe it's one of her siblings. I don't know. Oh, and then yesterday with Yoda, I got an ambulance and siblings. So maybe she is going to be getting
News of a sibling that gets sick or something and dies.
Mm-hmm. All these clowns about to catch 19.
I mean, her sister Anne is 71 now.
Wow.
Wonder
what her siblings think of her, like knowing all this.
She has one brother that died in 1967. He would have been about 21. She's got another brother that's 72. So, they're up there. They're getting up there in years. So let's ask that question again.
Will there be news that one of her siblings passes away?
Besides that, will someone try to get her while she's in prison? Will someone try to do her in?
Yep, for money. I got the sun, success, coffin, which is your death, the end of success, and then money.
Here's the money.
Also, this could be something that is drank like a liquid.
I was about to say through a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
So not the Mr. Epps way by hanging, as they say.
Like a poison in someone's drink, and the fireworks are going off. Dear God.
There will be a little bit of a fight. To get her to swallow it, I guess. She might hang on for just a little bit after it happens, and go to a hospital before she succumbs to it.
Let me ask it this way. Is she going to die in prison? I'm getting a yes, and it might also, I got the tower, the dog, the heart. That's a yes. I got one neutral, two positives. It's also saying that her lawyers are being very passionate that she is protected and separated and isolated here.
Yep. So was Mr. Epps. He was in a cell by himself, but, no cameras, no nothing.
How convenient that the night that he suicided himself, there's no footage of nothing because everything just happened to just not be working. Ugh.
Yeah, I get like it's almost like she's fighting for her life, and then she's sick. Maybe something they give her because of her addictions that disrupts something in her. Something for anxiety or whatever to bring her down, like a depressant, to bring her down. you know, stabbed in the back. So it's not by her doing. It's premeditated.
They're just going to get a little bit more creative this time. She didn't suicide herself. She had a bad reaction to medication. And then we're going to throw all those doctors and people in jail.
You know, they're the messenger. There's somebody here to see you. And then, yeah, Last Judgment's a transition card for me too. That's pretty final. Her lawyer's gonna go into action if she dies through the judge. Like, it's gonna stir things up because of also the death of her partner, you know, just a year ago. It would stir things up big time in the courts.
Yeah, how coincidental. Two of the biggest high-profile people just kind of go, oops, accidents. Yeah.
Lucian saying she thinks she has the dirt on Khashoggi's death. I think those are two separate things.
I just asked if she was going to live to see old age.
Oh, yeah?
Or whoever was saying that in the comments. I didn't see your name. But no, that's muerte. We'll see. But who says what old age is? Old age could be 60s. You know?
Yeah, it's funny. Linda G said that the other day, like she saw her in old age, but it looks like she gets sick.
Something happens.
Trying to think of another way to look at it. Like maybe they let people think she's dead for a little bit to protect her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just like Lucienne was saying, drugs age you fast, you know? Like, so, I mean, to some people, 50 is old. To some people, 30 is old. To some people, 70 is old. You know, it's 65. You know, it's
It's like her lawyer manipulates something about it.
and like somebody was saying in the comments, you know, now that she's in jail, she, you know, like Paul Manafort had dark black hair that was from the bottle.
Yeah.
You're in jail. They can't, no more hair service. You know what I mean? So it's like, so to whoever said that in the comments, yeah, I mean, that's totally true. She's in jail. Like whatever. And her hair is definitely colored, you know, like, so.
She's got to start looking a little older.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yep, I didn't have any other questions.
I don't color my hair, and I'm 59.
Mm-hmm. I don't color mine, and this is what happens. It's like all white everywhere, you know.
Is Johnny in here?
Yeah, Johnny's in here.
I'm out of questions.
I'm out of questions too, and I don't want to go too much into too many questions because then we won't have questions for Sunday. And Sunday, it's on
Ciro's Apprentice.
Johnny's channel on Sunday night. So thank you everybody for hanging out. And thank you, Jenny, for jumping on.
Yeah.
Last minute. Thanks so much.
I wish I could think. I will write it down if I remember. The question I thought of last night, I should have written it down. I'll write it down for Sunday night.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats. And hopefully somebody else will go live next so we have somewhere to hang out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.